Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino, and I'm back with you. And I'm very excited for some bonus coverage here during this Big Brother season. I have long been looking forward to the chance to get to sit down and talk with this man. Of course, you know him from Big Brother 23. Of course, that he has so many opinions, and I think they're super interesting. Here he is. It's Big D, aka Derek Frazier. Derek, how are you?
Rob, I am so happy to finally be here after all these years. Can you
Yes.
believe it? Listen, I had to finesse my way into here some type of way, but I'm happy to be here. Thank
Yes.
you
No,
for
we've
having
been
me.
trading messages for a long time, and I'm glad that we're able to work things out. Derek, you look so spiffy.
Listen, I had to look nice for you, legend. Okay, this network. I know how it gets run over here. Okay, I got to make sure I look ready to go.
Look on
Okay,
point. Yeah.
yes.
And you look great. I know
Thank you
that
so
you've
much.
spent a while working on yourself.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about your journey and where you're
Yeah.
at?
Okay, so I recently have lost 87 pounds in about it's been about 15, 14 months, something like that around there.
Yeah.
So I want to say shout out to the haters, shout out to everyone that told me I was fat, everyone that told me I was lazy, everyone that called me a flop, and all the things that motivated me to get into the gym because now I'm that girl now at this point.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work. Yeah.
Thank you. I still got a long way to go. I started at 408, 409. I'm now
Wow.
down to 325. So I'm trying to get below that 300 before my birthday in November. And I'm doing it the correct way. I can't do it like the rest of these other people out here that are just like stab and jab and then it comes off. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I I won't ask anything else about that. Yeah. How's everything else going?
You know what? Everything is good. I'm in school currently right now for my master's. So I'm getting my master's in cybersecurity.
Whoa.
And that's all. And I do have a job. I've worked for the last 4 years. I've been a
Yes.
director of enrollment for enrolling students at a college. So I've been doing that. That's really been my main focus. Just like really finding myself again. This past year has really been like a journey of
Yeah.
since last year of 2024, I really have been on like this fitness, like get myself together, start like looking at life differently. I want to get my master's, do something else in life because, the money's not where it's at. And I
Yeah.
need more money to live the life that I want to. I've recently moved back home, help my mom take care of her for a little bit, just to kind of regroup. But I'm trying to get out of Philadelphia. I got to
Oh,
get
where
out
do
of
you want to go?
Philadelphia. Oh, Rob, to be honest, I think I still want to stay on the East Coast so I can still be close to home just in case. But I'm thinking like Virginia, Maryland. Like, I don't need the city life no more.
Yeah.
I got it. Been there, done that. I need something that's like I'm still close to a city, but not too close. And there's nothing here, Rob. I'm single at 33. Like, I need to find my partner. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Bills
Well,
are expensive.
Derek, I'm very excited to get the chance to talk to you. And I've
Yeah.
wanted to do this for a long time because I think that
Yes.
you are such an interesting person because I feel
Thank
like that
you.
one thing about you and, love Derek or however you feel about Derek, that
They hate
Derek
it, and
is
that's okay.
Derek has opinions. And sometimes, you may not agree with what Derek has to say, but I like that you say what's on your mind. And
Yes.
not
And
everybody does that.
I think it's just one of those things where, you got to think about it. My dad was a heavyweight champion of the world. He
Yeah.
fought anybody he needed to fight. And my dad was very opinionated. My
Yes.
mom, but I get it from my mother, let's be honest. And I just say what's on my mind, but it's never in a hurtful manner. I'm also very, like, I like to have fun, but I also like to, if a spade is a spade, a spade is a spade. Okay. If a cat is a cat is a cat. So it's like, I'm going to say what you guys don't want to say, but I think because I say what I want to say causes me not to get my phone ringing to come and do shows. And that's okay.
Yeah.
you know?
I want to talk about that too, but
Yeah.
that part of you that's from your background, how much of
Yeah.
that kind of talk was part of your house growing up? Because I had no idea about. I knew a little bit about how your dad talked about different people, but I didn't
Yes.
know about the part about your mom.
Yeah. Listen, my mom is the real queen. Okay. Miss Sherry Gibson is the queen. I learned so much from her. But my family is always, my mom and dad have always been very blunt about things they have said. They've never been people that like hold secrets or don't say what's on their mind. So I think that's where I get it from. And I will also say this, when you grow up in the hood of Philadelphia, like baby, ain't no bars. Like we ain't got no time for hiding or keeping our opinion in. We say what's on our mind. If you say something, you need to be able to back it up. So that's
Yeah.
why when I be like maybe talking my crap, I make sure to have receipts or not saying I'm a violent person, but if we had to get there and go toe to toe, baby, I'm ready to get in the ring at any time.
Yeah.
So that's just how my upbringing has always been. Just very, and I also went to military school, Rob. So
I
that's
didn't know that.
another, oh baby, that's a whole nother can of worms. So that's why I feel like when I went to military school, I was okay with living on my own and being in a regiment because I went through a whole boot camp for like 2 months. So this being in a big brother house was like summer camp. I'm like, I do this.
Yeah.
So,
How old were you when you went to military school?
Rob, I would say my parents pulled me out of military school when I was in 8th grade. So I think I was.
Oh, they took you out.
They took me out. They took me out of my Catholic school in the inner city of Philadelphia, and then sent me to boarding school. And then I went there for my 8th grade year all the way up to my senior year. And
Yeah.
I would say I probably was like, oh my goodness, was I like 12, I think at the time, 11, 12, whatever age you are in 8th grade. And then I graduated from there. I went to college in Rowan University for 2 years. I finished up at Cabrini for my last 2 years, got my degree in communication. Because guess what, Rob? I always wanted to do radio, TV, and film,
Yeah.
as you can tell. So reality TV was always on the tip of my tongue. I did, which I don't like to talk about it, but the fans will bring it up when they need to.
Yeah.
The MTV Made. So I was a Made kid before the rest of everybody else. I was a part of the
What was
MTV
MTV
crew.
Made? Remind me.
Remember how like they used to say like, "Hey, I want to be made into something." Like
Yeah.
they would sit there and say, "I want to be made into I don't
Okay.
know, like a cook, a chef, a painter." And then what would happen is they would come. It was really made for high school kids, but they had a college edition, and I did the college edition when I was 19, and that's really when I made like my debut of who Derek Frazier is. And I got made into something I already knew how to do because I was manipulating the system, of course.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to be made into a boxer. And this was like a year after my dad died, so it was really more of like a find myself tribute. I lost a lot of weight, but I did it unhealthy. I was like, I kind of looked like the biggest loser. Like, not to knock them, but I was like eating under like 1,000 calories a day, and I lost the weight so quickly.
How old were you when you were doing this?
19.
19. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it was interesting. It was I would say it was very interesting. But that's why when they sit there and try to make fun of me, and I'm like, baby, I've been on MTV before everything else. So that was experience. I had my whole episode, and it showed me like losing weight, getting in the ring for the first time, and introducing the world to a little bit of who Derek Frazier was. But that wasn't enough for me. I was like, that's not enough. I need like the big screen. Like I need like I'm gonna be on your screen for a while, type of thing. So yeah.
When you got in the ring, did you box then? Did you have you done a lot of boxing?
I did a little bit when I was little. I did a little bit of amateur when I was little, nothing too crazy. But of course, being who my dad was, I had to know how to fight because people would. I mean, I grew up in the streets of Philadelphia, so people would be like, "I want to fuck up." Excuse me, am I allowed to curse?
You go for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm only gonna do one. I don't want to, but people want to be like, I want to fuck up Joe Frazier's son. Like people want to fight you, so you got to be ready at all times. So my dad taught me how to protect myself and make sure I'm good, and things like that. But he never wanted me to go professional with it. He was very focused on me making sure that like I stay in school, get my education, and really understand life. That was his main focus.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
I do. So I have about 5 brothers and 5 sisters. There's 11 of us. We're all like half siblings. Yeah, my dad couldn't keep his thing in his pants. And, we all have there's 6 different moms, but I'm the baby. So I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting dynamic when it comes to my family. But I wouldn't call it as like we're doing Christmas dinners and Thanksgivings and things like that. It's kind of like, hey, love you. hi. It feels like more of like a business exchange. It's like, hey, I got to check in with you. I'm here. I'm clocking in. I'm clocking out. It doesn't really feel like family, and that's okay. I will say some of my nieces and nephews that I'm close with because we're close in age.
Yeah.
Like my oldest brother Marvis is probably like, God, he's probably like 69, something like that at
Wow.
this point, 68, and I'm
Yeah.
33. So yeah, we're like wide distance. So
Yeah.
I'm really more close with my nephew and nieces.
So tell me about how then you got into going to Big Brother back in what was it
21.
2021, right?
Yes, yes.
So you had done the MTV Made, but how did you make the
Mhm.
leap to going to Big Brother?
So, I love it's COVID. We all know about COVID, the multiverse.
Mhm.
I had COVID, and I didn't. I had COVID, but don't have COVID
Yeah.
now. But
I mean,
we
it's
all had
fine.
COVID. We all had
Yeah.
COVID. Okay,
Yeah.
so in 2020, I lost my job. It was at the end of the year. It was the COVID year. People were losing their jobs more towards the end of the year. I had a friend at a time who over the probably the year prior told me about this show Big Brother, and once they told me Tamar Braxton was on it, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sign me up, because I love anything Tamar Braxton, Tiffany Pollard, Nene Leakes. Like those are my three top dogs, and Natalie Nunn. Those are my four. So anytime those black women come on my screen, that's how I studied. I
Yeah.
wanted to be like them. So I watched it and I was like, whoa, this show is interesting. So then I watched the season after that. Is that like Bailey's season and Swaggy's season and all their
Sounds
season?
about right. Yeah, that makes
So I
sense.
watched Fessy and all the rest
Yeah.
of them seasons. So I watched that season. And then after it, I was like, okay, so mind you, I am a go-getter. I applied for Real World because I really wanted to do the challenge. That was my main goal. I wanted to hit people. Like I was like, I want to do
Yeah.
something rough. Like I know I could do a hall brawl and a pole wrestle. So I tried the Real World, and then I tried some Netflix shows. But then I saw Big Brother. I knew my fat ass at the time was not doing Survivor. You were not starving me and putting me on the island and trying to do all
You
that.
really
Absolutely
will
not.
eat less than 1,000 calories a day.
And tell you right now, I need it right now. Sign me up. I will go and we could do a crossover. I will go do Survivor.
Right.
But I auditioned, I saw the audition online and I said, all right, let me submit a tape. And knowing, like, I guess because I grew up understanding how to talk and how to present myself and how to sell myself, watching my dad talk to fans. And, like I said, I've kind of been in the limelight a little bit. I was like, I'm going to do this tape and it's not going to be more than 3 minutes. I should be able to sell myself in 3 minutes. And I just put the tape in. Next thing you notice, they called me, Rob. When they called me, they called me in February. And when they called me, they were like, hey, this is so-and-so from Big Brother. And I was like, get the fuck off my phone. Don't play with my phone. And I hung up. And then they texted me and was like, hey, it's Big Brother. This is so-and-so. Like, I need you to answer. And Rob, let me tell you something. I put my best customer verse on. I said, oh, hi, this is Derek. Yes, Derek Frazier. You need my social, birthday, whatever you need. Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And then the rest was history. And next
I did that too when I got called the first time. It was like, I said like, okay, which one of my friends put you up to this?
I really
Prank.
thought it was a prank. It really does sound like a prank because you never would think that. But
Yeah.
I try to tell people, like, you just have to keep putting things out there. Like I was putting things out there and I was probably at a little bit like at the lowest of my life a little bit, because it was like I lost my job. I was living on my own. It was very stressful, because it's like when you live with roommates, you got to make sure you pay your part. And it was just hard, but I guess it was just meant to be. And I just told them who I was. And in the first get around, I did not tell them who my dad was, because people think that, oh, I got on the show because of my dad. I did not tell them the first round because I wanted to get picked for myself. But once you go through the interview process, they ask you about your parents and it's like literally you're getting screened from left to right. So I had to.
Did you tell anybody from the cookout about who your dad was when you were in the house?
No, and I got nervous because there was one day that Alyssa and Tiffany were talking about like sport players
Yeah.
and fighters and stuff, and I got nervous to the point that like I had my arms out because I have a boxing glove with Frazier, and I have his autograph, but I was like, no one's gonna know his autograph. I thought maybe
Yeah.
Xavier would because he was into boxing, but of course, he likes Muhammad Ali, which tells you enough about him. And I'm over here like. As soon as Alyssa and Tiffany started like naming people, I was like, oh, let me go to my room real quick. And I went to go put a longer shirt on because I got nervous. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell anybody because when you hear that, you instantly think like, oh, he has money. He doesn't need it. Get rid of him. He's famous. No, baby, that's not the
Yeah.
case. Like my dad did not do his career correctly, trusted the wrong people. And, we didn't ended up like we're
Yeah.
royalties and things like that. Like, we have to fight for things now where it should have been set up for us.
Sure. Totally different time in the in terms of like all of that. I understand. So let's just talk about Big Brother 27 then,
Yeah.
and tell me about how you feeling about this season.
You know what? I am, thank God for, I did say this at first when I first started. I was like, oh, I hate when they bring people back, but I'm very happy that they brought back Rachel Reilly. And I think the reason why I like it so much is I get a chance to see her play this game, really on her own. And then on top of that, I love when someone just doesn't care. Who's like, I'm in your face. I don't like you. I know what you're doing. And I appreciate that. This season has been very chaotic. Of course, I've been recapping it. And I will say, I think it's giving what the fans have been waiting for. The fans always want the votes to be close. The fans want it to be not a, steamroll. I think it's giving everything that is given because we're all talking about it. If it wasn't interesting, we'd be like, I forgot. But do the kids know what they're doing? No. That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
I think they're still lost. I'm be honest.
And it's been a fun ride, I think, so far. And yeah, like, okay, it has not been the best strategic season of the show, but you could have had other seasons where somebody comes in, a returning player, and just like dominates, and just it's like a frog march to the end because they're dominating. And Rachel is, giving us so much, but she's not dominating the game. And it's like a miracle that she's still there and she's creating like all of this great TV. So it's been a very unique season and a unique summer for Big Brother.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. We can't have every season be a
Yeah.
strategist type of season like Big Brother 23. It's just how it is. But you can't have all gamers like us.
Right.
But I will say, you have a season where you put a legend in here, and then tell you the truth, she's kind of teaching the kids what to do.
Yeah.
And they're still looking like deers in headlights sometimes, and I'm like, what's going on? But I do enjoy, I will say this. I do enjoy this season because I feel like we're all talking about it. I have watched seasons where I would miss 3 episodes and be like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah.
Where this season is like this. How do you think? I mean, based on your opinions, what do you think, Rob? I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a super fun ride so far. And I think that the worst thing that Big Brother can be is boring. And sometimes I get in trouble when I talk about, it gets a little boring, especially towards the end of the game. And I feel like that this season has really just kept us on the edge of our seat the whole summer.
I think let me ask you this. Do you like the BB Blockbuster?
I love the BB Blockbuster. I think
do
it's
too.
it's kept the game very fluid. I mean, if there was a big a Blockbuster for you guys, do you think that would have affected anything?
Oh my God, it would have messed up so much. I mean, mind you, we had a lot of things thrown at us with the wild card comp and the BB Bucks. So I feel like they were like titter-tatting on the idea of doing it, and then they're like, "We're gonna do it." But yeah, we definitely would have had some issues and some problems, and it probably, I don't know, it would have caused even more chaos between the cookout members because it would have been like we put up 2 members that we want us, me, and then because I'm
Yeah.
always the designated pawn, so me
Well,
plus two others.
right. So it would have been harder to have like a third nominee also in the mix, and everybody would
Yes.
have, everybody had their own people that they were trying to protect, and so I think it would have definitely created like more, adversity to overcome.
Yes. I agree.
So
Ooh,
it keeps
just
it
thinking
very
about it.
fluid,
Yeah.
the Blockbuster, and so I think it's been a really good addition to what they're doing. Do you have a favorite from the newbies on this cast?
Oh, okay. So my favorites from the newbie on this cast, of course, I have to go with, I call him my third member of Destiny's Child now, Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah, I've
I
seen you on
love
Twitter that you're
Jimmy.
very positive about Jimmy. Have you
I
have you
love
interacted
Jimmy.
with Jimmy outside the house yet?
No, I haven't, but I'm hoping.
Why not? Why
I
doesn't
hope.
Jimmy reach out to you?
No. I mean, I'm sorry. We have talked. We have texted.
Okay.
We've talked, and we've done a FaceTime and stuff like that. Because I really do try my best when there's someone who I really feel like I could connect with. Like I felt the same way about Heisem. I felt the same way about Tucker and Leah, and of course, there's more
Oh,
people. But like when there's people that I'm like, I like you. I want to recruit you on Big D's team, Big D's
yeah.
alliance. I'll reach out to them. So Jimmy is great. We had a good FaceTime. I'm excited. I'm going to meet him. I hope I can plug this, but I'm having my first
Plug
watch
whatever you
party
want.
ever.
Yeah.
I'm having my first watch party ever. I'm co-hosting with my sister Ozza in Philadelphia on September 18th.
Yeah.
So it's the first ever Philadelphia Big Brother party.
Yes.
So,
What are you guys doing? It's a watch party, and then
yes.
is House Chops Oz's cooking?
Yes. Oh, yes. So, I mean, that's the name of her, her company, but it's going to be really good. We're going to do it at Barstool. It's the first ever Philadelphia one. We do a bunch of Survivor ones, of course, but this is like solely for Big Brother fans.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy's going to come up. So I'm excited. I'm trying to get Heisem to come in. I'm trying to get my Destiny's Child together right now. So I can
Destiny's Child
together.
is you, Heisem, and Jimmy?
For sure, because we're unhinged. We'll see. Here's the thing about Heisem. Heisem says everything how he feels, but he will not do it online. If I was able to show you my phone right now.
Yes.
Heisem.
I love Heisem. I'm a big Heisem fan. But
yes.
Is he on the West Coast, Heisem?
He is. Yes. He's in Seattle.
Seattle, right?
Yes,
so he's going to come in to reunite. Does he know he's in Destiny's Child with
Jimmy?
He
knows. He knows. I told him that. I mean, who do you think is the Beyonce?
Well, I think it has to be you. I don't know if Jimmy and Heisem have ever talked.
They have. They have text. Yeah, listen, you don't listen. There's a lot of behind the scenes, baby. I'm trying to get this All-Star Alliance ready to go. So in case I go in this house with one of them, I'm ready to go. Okay. I'm trying to think who else. I like Ava. I like Ashley and Rachel Reilly. I got to give her props. I did say Vince was my winner pick, so I'm not surprised of how he's doing right now. I mean, he's manipulating, so I can't even get mad at him because he's a manipulator, and I'm here for it. Like, do what you got to do to make it to the end. So, if he wins, I would be like, I called it. But those are the ones that kind of stand out to me. I don't know if I'm really opinionated. I did like Catherine in the beginning. I think I'll like her again now that she's got rid of that thing of hers, that thing. But other than that, Lauren, to me, Lauren reminds me of somebody that should be on Disney Channel. Like I'm not kidding. She's so cute. She's so cute. Not nothing against her. I'm getting Disney Channel.
Yeah. I'm curious to know, how do you feel about Mickey?
Mickey Mouse?
She's been a very polarizing person this summer. And, I think that, people, she was universally loved to start. And then she's very polarizing. But I have to give her a lot of credit in that she has really found ways to, whether it was the Blockbuster or however she does it, sticking around like past her expiration date.
You know what? And that, Rob, you put it in the right sentence, past her expiration date. But Mickey Mouse lives on forever, has been changed multiple times by Walt Disney himself. I will say this, her in this clubhouse that she's doing a great job like you said, finding ways to get out. The one thing I will say this, I can't knock somebody on their game. She's getting things thrown at her and she's able to find her way out of it. However, she's laying the traps She's, you know, making sure she sets the cheese, and the cats are just falling right into it. And I just don't understand how. I don't get it. But Mickey Mouse, she's doing the thing. I just don't like how she did Jimmy. I thought that was very hard to watch, because I just never seen somebody, I don't know, maybe it has happened. I've never seen somebody literally throw up their one person that calls you like their sister and they love you and like, I'm protecting us. And it was like, no, I'm getting rid of you. And it was like crazy to me.
All right, Derek, tell me the truth. Are you helping Jimmy write a speech to deliver to Mickey at the finale?
You know, Jimmy, let me tell you, I think Jimmy would be fine on his own, but he knows
there might be something cooking.
If he needs, you know, if he needs his big brother here, I am here to help, because I know he's going to get a lot of references from Drag Race, which is fine, but I'm going to give him some organic things, okay? If he needs
material.
Fresh material. Because, you know, I gather the girls, I read them like a book, and I know people make fun of me because they're like, Big D mispronounce things, you know, like E-vote and stuff like that. But in reality, when it's time for me to clock in, I'll clock in and gather somebody. I watch too much Housewives. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. You know, Will has been such an interesting person in the house also. Do you think Will would have been fun in the cookout too?
Will would have been great in the cookout, but I get worried because me and Will kind of playing the same game. He hasn't won anything. So it would have been like, Big D or Will, one of them got to go, because you can't take both to the end. So I would have been in trouble. He's also a bald head man. I was already competing with another bald head man. People would have thought that the bald man heads had an alliance.
Yeah, but you guys are different. He's like the older wife guy. Yeah.
I think he would, but he would have been great in the cookout. But I'm just saying, as how the cookout layout was, there just would have not been enough room for me and him both, because he's trying to win. I'm trying to win. We both not winning. What we gonna do? We got Big D or Will. Which one we gonna try to take to the end? So yeah, but he would have been great. I love his vibes. I will tell you, I just didn't care for, you know, his times of him, you know, complaining about his back and I can't keep up with the kids. And I'm like, baby, in that casting video or whatever that video they do in the beginning, he's like, I can get down with the kids and TikTok and I can keep up. And the first 2 weeks he complained about his back and how he's annoyed what the kids are talking about. And I'm like, sir. Now you know what you were signing up for before you got into this damn house. What are you talking about?
It's not as easy as it looks.
It's not, but he needs to mold himself, okay? Because sometimes he'd be saying stuff and I'd be like, well, just mold, just chill out. Be one of the kids. Learn TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Shake it up a little bit.
So I really want to talk to you about, I know that you have posted and you've been very vocal about how you would love to do another show.
Yeah.
And all of the other people from the cookout have done other shows, and between Xavier and Kylan and
because I'll give you the whole list right now. Let's do the whole list. We're gonna get into it.
And I think Tiffany did other shows, right?
Yeah, I mean, so if we go down the rundown, because, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, I love my brothers and sisters. You know, they know I'm their number one cheerleader, and they do cheer me on. They do want me to get an opportunity to compete again, because they understand like when you're sitting back and you're constantly being like the backup, or not even being, you know, seen sometimes.
Have you been the backup? Are you like on the bubble? Okay.
No, there's only been one time, and unfortunately, the time that I was supposed to do it, it was weird. It was like I didn't have first of all, it was supposed to be Challenge 38. Yeah. Thank God I didn't go, because my fat ass would have struggled. Okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was supposed to be the Challenge 38, and, you know, I was in the casting process for it, and it was supposed to be another free agency season. They decided to change it and make it partners. And then all the partners they wanted me to have, like Alyssa, Tiffany, Azza, were on the Challenge USA. So I couldn't have those partners that they had this vision. Then they wanted me to be partners with like Davon. And I was like, oh, you know, me and Davon don't know each other like that.
Yeah.
And I don't expect her to go on the show, but it was like one of those things where it was like, oh, if Davon says yes, then you're good to go. If she says no, you're not good to go. And I was like, I got to depend on somebody else to go on this show who doesn't even know me. So it was just, and I obviously respect Davon 100% on her decision. I don't expect her to. We didn't even know each other. But that was the only time. And I quit, I was about, I was putting my job on hold. I was rushing the passport.
Yeah.
But that is in the past. I will say, if we go down the list.
But that was your dream to be on the challenge.
No, it was. And I will say this, I was hoping for another opportunity. But I will say this, I think it's a blessing. I was not ready.
Yeah.
I was not ready. I was really overweight. I was not ready for it. Now I feel like I'm ready. I will give everybody a run for their money.
Yeah, because what a story it would be now for you to come back.
After losing the weight. And I will say this, if we go down the list of my brothers and sisters, it is like Xavier, Challenge USA, BB Reindeer Games, The Anonymous. Then you got Tiffany, Traders, Challenge USA 1 and 2, BB Reindeer Games hosts, Kylan, Challenge, US, Challenge MTV, Azza, Challenge USA. Then now you got Hannah, Amazing Race. And then it's like Big D, nothing. And it's like, when you sit there and you're cheering on your brothers and sisters, you kind of sit there and look at yourself and go, damn, do they really not like me that much? So it's hard at times. Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Yeah. Are you open to a dating show?
I would do a dating show because my love life sucks. So if they want to give me, let's call it For the Love of Big D, and give me a bunch of different type of men to come date me, like a flavor of love, and then I can have Tiffany be like the person who's weaning them out, have each cookout member come and weed them out for a week. Great, let's do it. I think that would be good. Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But I still want my chance to show myself as an individual player, because I haven't got a chance to do that yet.
Yeah. Well, I think that you would be great on another show, because I think that you're somebody, as I said in the beginning, that you're somebody who's going to speak their mind, and that there's not a ton of people who are out there who are willing to say what they think.
Yeah, Rob, I just learned to not care, because, and not saying care in a way of like hateful. I just say what everybody wants to say, but don't want to say it. And then when I do say it, it's like, oh, Big D, you're being mean. But then there's people on the side like, thank you so much, Big D. We were thinking the same thing. And I think it's just like,
is that what Heisem said?
I can't say much, but I will say this.
Right?
I think that I don't have a problem saying that, because if it's called reality TV, I'm going to give you the real.
Yes.
So, and it's how I feel.
And you are not conflict averse.
Yes, I will say that.
Yeah.
That's a big ass word.
You're not afraid. You're not afraid to just to mix it up with somebody.
Let me tell you something. The only thing I'm probably afraid of is heights. That's the only thing I'm scared of. But other than that, I don't have a problem going toe to toe with anybody. I just put out this tweet just recently, because I'm like you said, I'm a tweeter. BB Unlock. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I saw this take.
Yes. So here's my thing about BB Unlock. I love it. I think it's a great idea. We're trying to do something like Love Island, trying to keep up with the Gen Zs, trying to get the kids involved. And I know what Big Brother's trying to do. But I think that when you do a BB Unlock, or you do something where it's like an after show, baby, you got to have some people that are going to bring some spice. And I'm feeling like you got to kind of switch it up and bring in different alums. Now, let me note this now, because I can already hear the fans. No one's saying to call me. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying there's over 400 BB alums. I love that Taylor and Derek are doing it. Love it. Make sure y'all note that, clip that. I love that Derek and Taylor are doing it. But it would be nice to have Taylor and Derek one week, maybe bring in Danielle Reyes and somebody else, June Sun. Like, let's bring in some Janelle. Let's bring in all these other people. Let's bring in Andy. Let's bring in all these other people. Let's bring in Alyssa, Rachel's sister, to come and do it with somebody else, and Matt, or whatever.
Well, I think you're onto something in that. And I don't even think that they need to, like, you could have like a regular presence where, it's Taylor and Derek are hosting. But I think that rather than celebrity super fans, with all due respect to my longtime friend,
call a spade a spade. No, let's call it a spade.
I think that the fans would want to hear some different Big Brother people come in, and it used to be a big part of the show that they would have like oh, we're catching up with all these people, and what's this person doing now? And then to have them come in, they've done like some little bit like with segments of like, okay, here's a video of Nicole Franzel, here's a video of Jag, and here's Chelsea. But I do think that if you brought in some of the BB alumni and, they've all got opinions and, they could mix it up a little bit.
Rob, let's be honest. If people want to get a real show, they're going to come watch me and you. They're going to come watch Rob Has a Podcast and Heavy Crown Network. They don't want to see, I'm reading the teleprompter and hi, on today's episode, we're watching Big Brother. They don't want to see that. They want to hear people deep dive. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
It could be Taylor and Derek. And then they bring in Big Brother alums. I don't think we need all these other people.
I don't think you need celebrity guests. Yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
And that's also, it's hard for something to be the official thing and then also be able to be super real in terms of how they talk about it. And because I think that they're sort of like a little bit, like their hands are tied on like exactly like what they can say, and they're tied up by the format and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's great that it exists, but, it's just a different animal than what you get to do in podcasting.
I mean, Rob, for example, like last night, which is okay, and I get it, hands are tied, and that's okay. That's why I always say when CBS keep picking the safe people, I call them safe people. I call them the safe. Yes. They're not going to pick the let's pick the rock and the roll and let's get this party started.
Well, what would you, Big D, what would you say if they put you on Big Brother Unlocked and they unlocked you? what would you say if you got on TV?
Hello, my name is Big D, aka Derek F, and I am here with BB Unlock, and we are going to unlock everything tonight. And let me show you why we're going to unlock, because there is no boundaries here. We're going to say how we feel and how it's done. That's exactly how.
Yeah, but what would you say? Done. Okay, so that's the intro.
No. Okay, so that's the intro. So if I had an opportunity, I would say number one, Rachel Reilly is the shit. She's that bitch. She's everything. She's the queen. She's running these kids in circle. The rest of these kids, I don't know what they're doing. They're still playing on the playground, and Rachel's the damn teacher. And at this point, they're playing recess, and Rachel is already giving their final grade and sending them home with their report card.
I mean, other than the cursing, I think you could say that.
No, of course. And obviously, we know how to all filter ourselves. Like, it would have been no cursing, but I just think you need a little bit more spice. And here's the thing, Derek and Taylor can still do it. I'm not saying they have to stop doing it. You just need to bring in some more people, or think about it, Rob. It's every 2 weeks. In reality, and I know it's just like they're testing it out. Yeah. You could bring in different BB alums to come and talk and give that flavor. And then guess what? As a fan, hey guys, you want to see who's going to be on next week's who's going to be on Lock tomorrow? You have to watch it to find out. Everyone's just like, oh, we know it's going to be Derek and Taylor, and a celebrity who's not a Big Brother alum.
Yeah, I just think that that's the one note I would give them of the celebrities. I feel like are not necessarily hitting like the Big Brother fans, and this is such a interesting fan base, like even more so than Survivor, which is really like where
your Survivor fans are diehard.
They are diehard, but that the Big Brother, because of the live feeds, like it's a different animal where that these people have such a strong connection to the people that have played these games, and they will, like, you could bring on somebody from Big Brother 2, Big Brother 3, and they'll be so excited to see, oh my God, Yvette's gonna be on here.
I would be honest, Rob. I think they would be excited to see, and here's the thing. All these people I'm talking about, I'm friends with, and they know I'm very honest. I have no problem picking up this phone, saying, hey, I said this, and that's how I feel. No hard feelings, blah, blah, blah. I have no problem
Jimmy.
doing that. I have no problem doing that. But I think, like you said, I understand they got to follow prompters and stuff, but it's also like, I just feel like there's no chemistry. There's no pizzazz. There's no, like, you're a host. Where's the fun in it?
It's hard to get into a rhythm on a roll every other week.
Every other week and every 2 weeks, but it's a test. I give them so much respect for what they're doing. I hope maybe they'll bring it back again and do it a little different. The only thing I want Big Brother to really bring back is BB reindeer games or Halloween or a Halloween theme or something. or an All Stars, because we are way overdue for All Stars.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Winter
need
Olympics, so maybe that's when they've done the celebrity. So maybe they could do
Oh
something there.
God, here we
Yeah.
go with the celebrities.
Let me ask. But that's how you got into the show. What if Tamar came back? It was Tamar and Natalie Nunn and Nene Leakes?
I mean, I would. Then I'm flying to get there, and I'm going to move myself in the house personally if they're there, because I would do anything they want me to do. I wouldn't play the game. I would throw myself in front of the bus.
What if you hosted?
Oh, I feel like it would need to be hosted by Big D after dark. Let's bring back Big Brother After Dark with Big D at this point, because there's no way.
And for the Amazing Race, I know that you're excited for Chada to go play. But if they asked you to be doing the Amazing Race, who would you have run the Amazing Race with?
I definitely would have ran the Amazing Race. Like just a person. Like, does it have to be a reality?
Oh, I think it has to be a family member.
Oh, it definitely would have been my best friend Sierra. My best friend Sierra, I would have ran the race with her. She's a nurse. She is completely opposite of me. She's way smarter. Actually, I would love for her to do Survivor. But she would have been great because she's like an outdoors type of girl. You know, I don't like bugs and heights and things like that. So she would have been the perfect partner for me, because she's the only person that can actually like reel me in and get me together. So yeah, she would have been perfect. And she probably would have, everyone would have loved it, because they would have been the first time that Big D STFU on TV, because I shut up when it comes to her. But yeah, I would have loved to run with her. It would have been really good.
What are the other shows that you're open to?
You know, Rob, I'll be honest. I really would like to do Traders.
I think you'd be very fun on that.
I don't have a problem calling out anybody, and you can make me a faithful. And guess what? Remember I said on Big Brother 23, Xavier's a lawyer. So I would know who the traitor is. Don't matter what you want to do. I am going to run circles around that castle if I had the opportunity. And I'm the type of person, if everybody's paranoid, guess what? Let's bring it to the table. Let's talk about, like, we're talking about everything.
You'd be great at the round table.
Oh, baby, you tied your shoe wrong. I would say yesterday you did the loopy-loop the other way, and today you did the loopy-loop this way. You're a fucking traitor. I have no problem. And I have no problem arguing with the best of them. And the housewives, they must don't know. I watch them like the back of my hand. So I know every line they're about to say. I'm ready for them. And hopefully I would get that opportunity. I feel like I would cause havoc and entertainment to the point, at least if I go out bringing craziness to the castle.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. In reality, and I know you can't say much, but in reality, Traders is literally probably the hardest game that's out there. I'm going to be honest. As me studying it and watching it, and I took a lot of notes, it is the hardest game out there compared to all our shows. And the reason for that is because you have to make sure you're aligned with people, which we do on a lot of shows, but you also got to be able to lie. And then you also have to be able to make up stories to make sure someone's a target, which we do that on a lot of shows. But now you're playing on a show with people that sometimes never played a competition show. So there's a difference. Some of these people are like, oh, I'm just here for a check, or I just heard it's a good show. And you're playing with all these different people that don't have no type of, like, I'm not a Big Brother fan, I'm not a Survivor fan. It is very hard to strategize. You can't plan week by week. There's no idol. There's no this. There's just what's it called? A shield. And you got to pray you get close to a trader that might keep you towards the end. But the thing about it that I always say about traders is, if you just shut up and watch people's body language and talk to them very softly, you can learn a lot about somebody.
Did you do that on Big Brother?
No, the fuck I didn't, because I was so fucking distracted.
What were you distracted by?
I think I was distracted because I was like, oh my God, I'm away from home. There's so much happening. But I will say this.
Yeah.
A lot of people, which I know a lot of people will always say, it's a very controversial thing I'm about to say. So everyone take a deep breath. What's the difference between Big D and Dr. Will?
Well, you do have you both have so much in common. It's hard to say.
Okay. All right. Look, so, on Big Brother, I feel like I had a lot of social game. I feel like I didn't get a chance to really portray that as like, I wish I would have talked to the cameras more. I wish I would have said, today I'm manipulating so and so. Today I'm playing entertaining, because I entertained the hell out of the house, because I knew if I entertained the house, why would they want to get rid of Big D? I'm not a threat. I was able to have Alyssa take me off the block. Like, there's just so many things that I wish I would have just explained more to the camera, to give those moments so people wouldn't just see me as like, oh, Big D's a joke. He was just being funny. I'm being honest with you, Rob. I did not want to cook and clean and entertain these motherfuckers for 4.5 months. I didn't want to, but guess what? That was the role I had to play. Let me play my role. Here comes Big D. The clown, let's go. Big D's coming to entertain again. No, I don't give a fuck. I'm just entertaining because you motherfuckers will keep me safe. Mm-hmm. But that's the role I play. So hopefully, if I ever get a chance, I would say the top 2 would be Traders, and it definitely would be the challenge. Yeah. And the reason why I say the challenge is because I'm a little bit more rough on the edge. But now the Traders come out, I mean, think about Janelle and Sandra. They both called, "You're a traitor, bitch. You're a traitor, bitch." So I'm safe on Traders.
Drink your water, right?
But drink. Yeah. Yes, drink your water. But I would be safe probably on those shows, because Big Brother's a little bit more family friendly, and I was a little bit more like Zeus Network, a little ratchet, a little bit like in your face, and I need to go a little bit more like where I can be.
Yeah. What about, would you do Squid Game the challenge?
No.
Okay. Why not?
There's 400 people.
Somebody's gonna win a lot of money though.
I know, but if I go on a show with 400 people, I don't have Rob. That's a lie.
All right. What about Beast Games? Mr. Beast.
Is that that's not a. That sounds like a free. That sounds like I gotta be like, I'm going on there for free.
You maybe go on for free.
No, I'm not doing that.
You can win a lot of money.
I'm not doing it for free. Me and you are both. We're both reality stars.
Jared Fields went on Beast Games this last time.
Oh, that was a choice. Love
there was like 6 people from Survivor also.
That was a choice. And if they win, then guess what?
What about Destination X?
You know what? They're paying. I will go do it.
Okay. So you have to you want an appearance fee.
I want an appearance fee. I did a show. I did my part. I came in second place. I'm ready to go. Like literally, what's up? I want to get paid. It can't be. I'm not a free agent. If it was my first show, sign me up for anything. But now I've been in this game long enough that I want to get paid just like everybody else. If you got it. You got it. You got that.
What about
that NBC? That NBC look different than that CBS. Okay, so Destination X. Sure, let's come do it. You want me to go to Love Island? I'll go to Love Island.
Love Island.
I would do that, but they just swapped too much saliva for me, and I'm like, where's the mouth wash and stuff?
What about? Wait, there was another show I was going to ask you about, and I can't remember what it was.
It sounds like Underground.
Underground shows?
I'll go to a Zeus show. A good Bad Boys.
What is you mentioned Zeus? What is Zeus Network?
Oh baby, Zeus is where it's at. They be fighting on that show. Okay, they be getting down.
What do you mean? Like fighting? Like Smoking Joe Frazier?
Oh baby, no. Like, you know how our shows are? Our shows are like, they're like kid friendly. It'd be like, Rob, F you, Derek, F you, F you, F you. Okay, that's it. No, they'd be like, Rob, F you.
But what's on Zeus Network?
They just have a bunch of shows like Baddies, Bad Girls Club, Bad Boys Club.
That's where Bad Girls Club is on Zeus Network now.
So now they changed it. It used to be Natalie Nunn, aka the Queen.
Yes.
Took over Bad Girls and made her own show called Baddies, and now the girls go in there and who's the baddest girl?
You know what I know her from? That she was on Marriage Boot Camp when my friend Tyson was on there.
Oh, okay, yeah. But wait, I'm surprised you don't know her from when she did Big Brother UK.
I never really watched Big Brother UK.
Now, if UK wants to call me, I'll go to Big Brother UK.
Yeah, Frankie Grande was on, right?
Yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he was. So yes, I mean, like I said, tell you the truth, Traders, the challenge. If they do a Big Brother All Stars, I would love to do that. I have made my list that made controversial, and everyone was up in arms about it.
That I don't think it's on anymore, but Claim to Fame. Did you watch that show?
I did. It is so funny because all the fans, when I got off of Big Brother, was like, "You should go do Claim to Fame," and I'm like, wouldn't it be too late now? Like, wouldn't somebody be like, "I know who Big D is"? Like, it would be too late. But once again, I just want to get paid because if I leave my job, you know, I want to be able to still, I still got to take care of my mom and take care of things at home. So it's not like I'm knocking these shows because people are going for free. At this point, I was looking at the traders audition that he just said for the normal people, and I was about to put on a wig and be like, "Hi, my name is Cynthia Jones, and I am from," like, I was about to be a woman up in this thing. I was about to put on a good push-up bra, push these things up, and figure it out, and audition for that, and shave my chest. I was like, I just got to get on traders. That's all I really want. Just give me my opportunity. But I will say this. I'm happy to know I now have 3 friends, you know, that could drop a pen, aka you, Jam Jam, and Tiffany, about who should be on next season of Traders. So I'm marketing right now because I text Jam Jam and I said, "Baby, you know me, you're best friends. Do not play when it comes to those press interviews." I already told Tiffany the same thing. Don't say no bald head Xavier. He's had multiple chances. Ozza don't want to do no TV. Hannah's good. She's in school. And Kylan's on the challenge. You know who to say.
You're ready. Yeah. All right. Well, Big D, of course, you could listen to Big D talk about all of Big Brother on the Heavy Crown Network. So you and Chada are breaking it all down?
Yes, we're holding it down. We've been having special guests. You know, we're hoping to have Taryn soon. You know, he told me he's busy, but I need a Thursday night from him to come and just.
Hey, I got him on Thursday night.
Oh, but can I just borrow him for just maybe 30 minutes?
We need him Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
What about Tuesday night?
Who was recapping Big Brother on Tuesday night? It's okay. Maybe I'll make a special thing for him, like a Friday morning, and. You know,
that's kind of a busy day for him too, but
okay.
You know, you guys
God, what do you want me to do? You have a whole team there. Can you give me at least somebody?
Yeah, who do you want?
I'll take you for a second. I'll take Sam. Where's Sam at? Sam in the back, working so hard.
Sam Mork, you can have. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let me have somebody. You know, I would love to have America and Corey, but I think they don't like me.
Okay. Look, I like. I like to talk to everybody. Okay. So I can only vouch for myself, but I'm glad that we got the chance to catch up, and I can't wait to see what you and Destiny's Child come up with. You know, I do think you're going to be on another show.
You know, Rob, thank you so much. I really do hope, and I want people to understand, because some people take it as like, that I don't have a job or like I'm desperate. I think people don't understand you know, I understand when you go to a show, sometimes it's just one and done. I think the hard part for me was being a part of an historic alliance and then watching all my friends get chances. And then it caused me to have human feelings, because I am a human, where I go, damn, I guess they don't like me. And then, you know, you read the stuff that you read online and people are like, you're canceled. You were cancelable. You were horrible. You were this. And no one wants you. And then you sit there and you go, damn, are they right? Like, I get overlooked again and again. And sometimes I thought because of my weight, to be honest. Now I'm like, there's no excuses. Like, I work out 6 days a week. I throw around weights. I'm running up hills that I don't want to, but I'm doing everything so I don't have that problem whenever that chance comes. But
I mean, look, you just keep doing the right things for you, and everything else will fall into place.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Where can people check out everything that you're doing, Big D?
Hey, you guys can check me out on Twitter. That's where I talk my most shit. If you want real shit, that's actually going to tell you how I feel about what's his name right now with his swampy ass, because Vince just mentioned it today about swampy ass.
Who has a swampy ass?
The one who's actually winning vetoes. I'll give you that. He's a good competitor, but Vince mentioned it today that.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
Begins with a K. I don't know, like anything.
Oh, Keanu?
And it's okay. Some people have bad hygienes. It's okay, but he's a good competitor. I'm giving him his props. But yes, you guys can follow me on Twitter at the Derek Frazier, Instagram the Derek Frazier, TikTok same thing, and of course, you know, I'm recapping.
Here, Let
Like the
me.
heavy
Okay,
crown.
so
Yeah.
here, let me. Okay, I want to share one other thing with you. Okay.
Okay. I'm
All
nervous.
right.
What you showing me?
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me bring in a tweet from. Okay. There's a fine podcaster, Big Brother commentator, Pharaoh, who wrote, "How is Rob Cesternino so fine? Oh my." Derek Frazier says, "Now why are you saying that?" And this nice young man, Pharaoh, says, "Did I lie?" And then Big D says, "Post Jack Sparrow throwing up." He says, "How I look at him." Big D, why do I
No,
have to
hold on.
read from
No,
haters on the
no, no,
internet?
no, 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 no. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I messed up on this tweet. Let me tell you why. Rob, do you know that I thought he was talking about Boston Rob?
Is that boss?
I thought he was talking about Boston Rob. I forgot. I'm
That's
so
not the
sorry.
first time. We do get confused sometimes.
Listen, you're a very handsome man. If you were a
Yeah,
single
well,
man, I
it's not
definitely
why-
would.
It's not why I brought it up. No, but I said I have to ask. I'm supposed to talk to Big D. I have to ask him, why does he have to post Captain Jack Sparrow throwing up?
I promise you, I really thought he was talking about Boston Rob. I'm so sorry. I promise you. And listen, you're a very handsome man. I'm being honest. I would not lie.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Now I need to go back.
So now I don't want him to be on any shows.
No, I'm so sorry. Forgive
Yep.
me. Listen, you have a lot of power, so I am.
I don't have that much power.
No, you.
No, but no.
Look,
no
I
problem.
promise you. I promise you it was not.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Please
All
forgive
right. That's
me.
okay.
Please
It's okay,
forgive
Big
me.
D. All right.
It's all. I promise you, I've never said anything else bad. I promise you, I've always shown love.
Yeah.
You know, I know me and Taryn got in it for a little bit, but we're good. We're all one happy
family.
Look,
It's all good. I'm happy. I'm glad that we got the chance to talk on the podcast, and wish you all the best in everything you're doing. Okay, Big D?
Thank you so much, Rob.
All right.
Shout out to the whole team. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and then we'll be back with all the Big Brother Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm sorry, I need Taryn on Thursday night.
This is crazy. Like, this can't happen for a second.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.